Let me ask you something. When was the last time you woke up and actually felt good? Not just not terrible, not just I guess I can function, but genuinely energized, clear-headed, ready for the day ahead. For most people, the answer is, I can't remember, because somewhere along the way, feeling tired became normal. Dragging through the day became routine. Stress, brain fog, low energy, stiff joints, poor sleep. We've accepted these as inevitable, as just part of getting older. But here's what I've learned after years of studying health, fitness, and human performance. None of that is inevitable. You don't have to feel like this. And the solution isn't a pill, a supplement, or some expensive biohacking gadget. It's something far simpler and far more powerful. Movement. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, great, another fitness video telling me I need abs. But here's the thing. This has nothing to do with how you look. I'm not here to sell you on six-packs or beach bodies or fitting into jeans from 10 years ago. I'm here to tell you about the 10 ways fitness will change your life from the inside out. The ways nobody talks about. The ways that have nothing to do with aesthetics and everything to do with how you feel when you wake up, how you think throughout the day, how you show up for the people you love, how you age over the next 20, 30, 40 years. Because here's the truth. Your body is the vehicle for your entire life. Your career, your relationships, your purpose, your legacy. All of it depends on your body functioning well. And when your body works better, everything else works better. So today, I'm breaking down 10 reasons to get in shape that have nothing to do with vanity and everything to do with living a life you actually want to live. If that sounds like something you need to hear, stay with me, because what I'm about to share might just change the way you think about fitness forever. Let's begin. Reason 1, better sex. Let's start with the one everyone's curious about, but nobody wants to admit. Fitness dramatically improves your sex life. And I'm not talking about looking better naked, though that helps with confidence. I'm talking about performance. Your body performs better when it functions better. Here's what happens. Improved stamina. Sex is physical activity. If you can't climb 2 flights of stairs without gasping, you're not going to have the endurance for great intimacy. Cardiovascular fitness means longer, more satisfying experiences for both partners. Healthier blood flow. Exercise improves circulation throughout your entire body, including the areas that matter most for arousal and performance. Poor circulation is one of the leading causes of sexual dysfunction in both men and women. Fitness fixes that. Stronger core muscles. Your core isn't just for show. Core strength directly impacts your ability to move, stabilize, and perform during intimacy. A strong core equals better control, stamina, and satisfaction. Higher confidence. When you feel good about yourself, not because of how you look, but because you're keeping promises to yourself. That confidence translates into the bedroom. You're more present, more engaged, more connected. Feeling good internally makes intimacy feel more natural, connected, and enjoyable. And that's not vanity. That's quality of life. Reason 2, more energy. Here's a question. How much of your life are you missing because you're too tired? Think about it. How many times have you skipped playing with your kids because you were exhausted? Turned down social invitations because you just didn't have the energy? Sat on the couch, scrolling your phone instead of doing something meaningful? For most people, the answer is all the time. But here's what most people don't realize. Low energy isn't about sleep. It's about mitochondrial function. Your mitochondria are the power plants of your cells. They produce energy. And guess what makes them more efficient? Exercise. When you work out regularly, your body produces more mitochondria, and they work better. Translation. Your body produces energy more easily. Instead of dragging through your day, you move with momentum. Tasks feel lighter. Mornings feel easier. Your overall productivity rises simply because your body is built for movement, not stagnation. I used to be the guy who hit snooze 5 times, who needed 3 cups of coffee just to function, who crashed after lunch and needed another coffee at 3 p.m. Now, I wake up at 6 a.m. without an alarm. I'm focused all morning. No crash, no brain fog. That's what happens when your mitochondria actually work. And it's available to anyone willing to move their body consistently. Reason 3, living longer. Let's talk about longevity. Being in shape dramatically reduces the risk of chronic illnesses, heart disease, strokes, early mortality. But here's what matters more than just living longer. Fitness doesn't just add years to your life. It adds life to your years. The average person loses mobility in their 60s, becomes dependent in their 70s, spends their final years in pain, relying on others for basic tasks. Not because of age, because they stopped moving decades earlier. But people who prioritize fitness, they stay mobile longer, independent longer, capable longer. They're the 75-year-olds hiking mountains, the 80-year-olds playing with their grandkids, the 90-year-olds who still drive, travel, and live on their own terms. That's not luck. That's a choice made today. Reason 4, self-discipline. Here's something nobody tells you about the gym. The gym isn't really about your body. It's about your mind. Working out is a daily reminder that you could do hard things. Every time you choose to work out over the couch, you're training a skill. Discipline, the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. And here's why that matters. Every goal in your life requires that exact skill. Want to build a business? Discipline. Want to save money? Discipline. Want to show up for your relationships? Discipline. Want to learn a new skill? Discipline. Fitness becomes the training ground for your character. It's where you prove to yourself every single day that you're the kind of person who follows through. And that's self-trust. That's the foundation of everything great you'll ever accomplish. Reason 5, reduce stress. Let's be real. Life is stressful. Work deadlines, financial pressure, relationship tension, world news, traffic, emails, notifications. It never stops. And most people deal with stress by scrolling social media, binge watching TV, drinking, eating junk food, complaining, none of which actually reduce stress. But you know what does? Movement. Movement is one of the most effective stress relievers on the planet. Here's what happens when you exercise. Cortisol, stress hormone, drops. Endorphins, feel-good chemicals, release. Your nervous system relaxes. Your mind gets a break from the noise. A good workout can turn a terrible day around. I can't count the number of times I've walked into the gym angry, overwhelmed, or anxious, and walked out feeling clear, calm, and capable. That's not magic. That's biochemistry. Your body needs to move stress out of your system. And when you don't, it builds up. It manifests as irritability, insomnia, physical tension, emotional outbursts. But 30 minutes of movement, it resets everything. Reason 6, self-confidence. Let's talk about real confidence. Not the fake, surface-level kind. Not I look good in the mirror confidence. But deep, unshakable self-respect. Here's where it comes from. Keeping promises to yourself. When you set a goal, any goal, and you consistently follow through, you start trusting yourself again. Most people don't realize their lack of confidence isn't about appearance. It's about self-betrayal. Every time you say, I'm going to start working out, and don't. I'm going to eat better, and don't. I'm going to change, and don't. You lose a little trust in yourself. But when you commit to fitness and actually do it, you rebuild that trust. One workout at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, until you look in the mirror and think, I respect who I'm becoming. That inner self-respect is a far deeper form of confidence than anything aesthetic, and it changes everything. Reason 7, better mental health. This is critical. Exercise is a proven antidepressant and anti-anxiety tool. It improves mood regulation, emotional processing, stress resilience, self-esteem. It reduces intrusive thoughts, rumination, emotional volatility. Studies show that 30 minutes of exercise has the same effect as a low-dose antidepressant, without the side effects. Many people don't realize how much their mind depends on their body until they start taking care of both. I'm not saying exercise replaces therapy or medication, but I am saying your mental health is deeply connected to your physical state. And when you move your body consistently, your mind becomes clearer, calmer, and more resilient. Reason 8, better cognitive function. Here's something fascinating. Exercise makes you smarter. Training supports memory, focus, creativity, problem solving, overall brain performance. Research from Harvard shows that exercise increases the size of your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. People who exercise regularly think faster, solve problems more effectively, experience less mental fog, retain information better, stay mentally sharp as they age. Your brain is an organ. Like every organ, it needs blood flow, oxygen, and nutrients to function optimally. Exercise delivers all three. A strong body supports a sharp mind. And in a world where cognitive performance is everything, that's a massive advantage. Reason 9, avoiding degenerative diseases. Let's talk about aging. Most people think osteoporosis is inevitable. Arthritis is inevitable. Cognitive decline is inevitable. They're not. They're optional. Here's what strength training does. Protects your bones. Weight-bearing exercise increases bone density, preventing osteoporosis. Protects your joints. Strong muscles support your joints, reducing arthritis risk and pain. Protects your brain. Exercise delays or prevents cognitive decline, dementia, and Alzheimer's. The goal isn't just to live long, it's to live well, without pain being the default, without losing independence, without spending your final years in suffering. And the time to build that protection? Right now, not when symptoms appear, not when a doctor delivers bad news. Now, reason 10, being a good example to your family. Here's the most important one. Your habits influence the people around you more than your words ever will. Your kids are watching. Your partner is watching. Your siblings, friends, and even coworkers are watching. They notice when you collapse on the couch every night, complain about being tired, say, "I'm too old for this," avoid physical challenges, and years later, they'll repeat those same patterns, not because you told them to, but because you showed them. But here's the good news. You can also show them what discipline looks like, what energy looks like, what taking care of yourself looks like. When you prioritize your health, you give others permission to do the same. You become a leader by example. Imagine your child 20 years from now saying, "My parent always took care of themselves. They showed me that health matters. That's why I do it too." That's legacy. That's impact. That's why this matters. Everything changes when your body works. Here's what I want you to understand. Fitness isn't about vanity. It's not about aesthetics, Instagram photos, or impressing anyone. Fitness is a life strategy. It's how you protect your energy, sharpen your mind, strengthen your relationships, extend your lifespan, show up for the people you love. When your body works better, everything else works better. Let's recap what we covered. Keycap 1, better sex, performance, stamina, confidence, connection. Keycap 2, more energy, mitochondrial efficiency, productivity, vitality. Keycap 3 living longer. Not just more years, but better years. Keycap 4 self-discipline. The skill that every goal requires. Keycap 5 reduce stress. Movement as emotional regulation. Keycap 6 self-confidence. Trust built through consistency. Keycap 7 better mental health. Exercise as natural antidepressant. Keycap 8 better cognitive function. Sharper mind, clearer thinking. Keycap 9 avoiding degenerative diseases. Protection you build now. Keycap 10 being a good example. Leadership through action. None of these have anything to do with how you look. All of them have everything to do with how you live. Your next step. So here's my challenge. Pick one thing. Not 10, not 5, 1. Maybe it's a 20-minute walk 3 times this week. 10 push-ups every morning. 1 workout class this weekend. Start small. Stay consistent. And 6 months from now, come back and tell me which of these 10 benefits you're experiencing. I promise, it won't just be one. The vision. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You wake up energized. You move through your day with clarity and strength. You're present with your family. You're confident in your own skin. You're not fighting your body. You're working with it. That version of you, it's not a fantasy. It's a choice you make today. If this resonated with you, Backend Index Pointing Right subscribe for more content on health, performance, and living well. Backend Index Pointing Right comment. I'm starting today if you're ready to commit. Backend Index Pointing Right share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your body is the vehicle for your entire life. It's time to start taking care of it.